up, guys? Texas Toy Addict here with another look at some of the figures we got in this week. Today we are looking at the Storm Collectables Ultra Street Fighter 2 The Final Challengers Blanka figure. Now this guy has been out already a couple of months. I've already seen some reviews on him, and I think what I did was I normally get these off Big Bad Toy Store, and I'm seeing that Big Bad Toy Store normally gets them late. They basically release them late. So I guess they wait for the distributor to hit and then they release them. While this time around, this is probably the last figure I'll get from Big Bad Toy Store. I'm gonna go ahead and go straight to Storm Collectables themselves, and that's what I did for M. Bison. So hopefully when he releases, I get them right away and I don't have to wait, you know, a month or two from the release date. Another thing too is I did originally reserve this on Amazon also, but also Amazon, and it was supposed to come out in February and it canceled my order. I don't know what happened. Maybe they didn't get theirs, but they canceled. But anyway, here he is finally from Big Bad Toy Store. Looking pretty cool. It comes in this standard box window packaging. As you can see the figure inside. You got the two head sculpts there and the crazy damage battle one. Then you got the hands, looking so cool. You got the portrait here, giving me some Street Fighter 2 vibes. I love Street Fighter 2. Blanka, you know, was a strange one for me because I used to use E Honda a lot. And E Honda and Blanka share a lot of the same, you know, type of move sets. But Blanka, you know, he's kind of cool, but I really like Honda better. But still, you know, he was one of my favorite characters in the line. So like I said, beautiful packaging, very reminiscent of the back in the day. Now this box is bigger than it normally is. As you can see on the top, it's kind of thick with that Ultra Street Fighter 2 logo on the front. The Final Challenge is basically based off the, I guess this is based off the video game that came out for the Nintendo Switch a few years ago. So, you know, beautiful. You got the Street Fighter lining on it all over it. On the side of the packaging, you can see the portrait of Blanka, which looks really cool. And then on the back, you can see all the different things you can do with him, the different head sculpts that he has. I think he has 4, when I'm looking. And then he has his different abilities, and of course the lightning strike. I know that the Jada version is coming out very soon. I believe it should be in here in the next few weeks or month or so. So definitely I'm gonna get that one also and do a review and of course comparison time. But I am Storm Collectables. I love Storm Collectables. I'm just hoping and praying that they finish the line, because sometimes companies don't finish, unfortunately. And it looks like Jada will finish, but I really need. So I'm still going to collect Storm Collectables. We got, like I said, M. Bison should be coming out later this year. And then T-Hawk. Oh my God, I cannot wait for T-Hawk. I'm so excited about that one. Hopefully we get T-Hawk also soon. But I don't know, you know, I'm not sure why these take so long to come out with. I don't know, sure if it's just the way they make them. Because these are premium figures. These are not cheap. These are, you know, they're not the $25 figures. These are pretty high. So maybe that's why. But anyway, let's go and get this guy out of the packaging and get a closer look at the Ultra Street Fighter 2, the Final Chapters Storm Collectables Blanka figure. All right, here is Blanka out of the packaging. Looking pretty cool. I'm actually very much feeling this. I love the color. I think the colors are gorgeous. I mean, you got that green and those oranges, and of course his shorts are in that tan brown or light brown. Looking nice. I love the overspray that they put on the black. You can see some black overspray on it. That's giving all those details. Let's get a closer look at the face sculpt. Look at that. I mean, that is definitely Blanka. As you can see, look at that, how cool that face sculpt is. Look at the eyes. I mean, the Storm Collectables does not hesitate with the level of detail when it comes to their figures. I mean, look at that. That is gorgeous. He looks super cool. Then he's got the hair, which is, you know, basically different layers of plastic, you know, but it looks really cool. And the side portrait looks really nice. You got, of course, you know, he is very muscular, you know, and you can see, like I said, that dark or, you know, black little paint that they put, I guess, over it makes it look so defined and just so great. I mean, Got this cool orange patch of hair on this side. Let's look at the back. I mean, look at that. This guy is ripped. He will tear you apart. Like I said, I'm loving that black spray, the accents that they do. It's coming out really nice on the camera, but also in person, it's just, you know. And I have a white background, so it's a little bit lighter green. Oh no, it's actually the same thing. But looks really, really good. Of course, you got the other sidearm. Very muscular now on the front. You got the fur in the front. And then you got those brown shorts with the white. Then you got those legs, those muscular legs with more fur on the bottom. Then you guys got those shackles here. And then the feet with the claws. Let's see with the hands, you can see the claws. Yep. See, they did it. You see, I was talking about Killer Croc, and they didn't color the nail on Killer Croc, but they did on here. But then again, that's not much of a premium figure like this. All right, so articulation. Let's see. Let's start with the arms up and down. Very easy to go. Like very. The one thing I said, what I love about Storm Collectible is it flows really nice. You know what I mean? And it's double jointed, and you don't see any pins, of course. And, you know, as for the head, he can look down. And not much up because you got this big old thing of hair. I would call it the Mariah Carey hair. That's a lot of hair, right? You know, his feet go all the way back. Of course, double jointed, but you can't really tell with those. This is a perfect, flawless way to articulate. Like I said, like it doesn't pop out. It doesn't look funny like some of the other figures. It goes real smooth, like it's look like a real knee joint. And it just pops back in place. You know, he can do the splits, which is really nice. And then he has a small ab crunch right here. Usually ab crunch are in the middle, but they put it right here, so it's actually really perfect. And then, you know, the waist doesn't move. It moves just a little. You can rotate it just a tiny bit. But the ab is really, I think that's perfect. Like sometimes they put the ab all the way up. They probably did it because of the fur, but you can see a big block here. It's kind of hidden a little bit, and it looks natural. It doesn't look crazy. So yeah, this guy is super, super cool. I am really, really liking this. Another contender of the figure here. In terms of the feet, you know, it basically, you know, you got the ball joint, goes up and down, you know. The swerve is a little bit to the left and right. And then on the foot, you have the foot articulation, you know, goes up and down. So that's really cool, you know. And then the legs do swerve a little bit on the sides. This is really nice. This guy looks really nice. So let's look at some accessories. He doesn't, I mean, he comes with a lot, but not a lot. If you know what I mean. Like, I mean, he is Blanka, so he, you know, he doesn't, he does come with a cool special effect, which we'll go into in a minute. But let's go look into the hands. He's got a million hands. Now, one thing about Storm Collectables, they do have premium, these are premium figures, so basically you will get a lot of hands. Here's the Slap Your Mama hands. Here is the I'm sort of gonna get your hands with those cool nails that are popping out. Here's, wait, hold on. Oh, here. I dropped some. Are these the same? Oh, these are, the hands are kind of like, the fingers are kind of bent differently. Hold on. Let's see, I think these two, well, these two are the same. There we go. And then this one with this one. And like I like to say, like you can see even underneath the fingernails, you can see the detail on that, which is really cool. And then here's the other hands. So really, really neat on terms. I don't know which one I'm going to be using for mine. We'll see. Now let's look at the head sculpts. He comes with 3 other head sculpts. Here's this one, the mean looking one. Same hair. So not a plastic used on this, but look at that. I can't put it, you have to put it laying down like that. Then he has his roaring, you know, and he, rah, rah, you know, he goes in the front, which is really cool. Now, usually in Storm Collectables, I only collect just the one figure, like the one player, like this one be one player. But I think with Blanka, I'm probably going to get more because I always really loved how they change up his colors. So when they do player 2, player 3, whatever, if they get to that, I'm definitely going to get more. I still haven't got the other Honda ones, which, of course, Honda's my favorite. But I haven't got the other Honda figures, which is kind of weird because normally I do. And then here's his final head portrait is the, you know, the beat up one, his tongue sticking out, the eyes bulging out. I mean, that's really, really cool. Look at that. That's that's awesome. All right, so he does come with a cool effect, the lightning effect. And basically what it is, it's kind of a circle. Let's get this out of the way real quick. So I can see, I mean, I was building it, but I kind of did so basically that's a circle, and it has a plastic electricity around it. And I was building it, but I couldn't get the second part in. There's these little parts here that go in these grooves here. Let's see if I do it real quick on camera, but I don't know. I might have to do it off camera because he's getting stuck already. So you just basically just push that in. Unless you know what? Unless it's backwards. I don't know. Let me go and play with it in a minute, second. I'll bring it back. All right, just a little bit of elbow grease. I was able to get it in. Just gotta push them in on there. It's really a cool effect. So basically, it comes in 3 pieces. It has this circular part, and these are you gotta be careful because they're kind of pointy and they kind of hurt a little bit. And then you have one side here that comes out, and then the other side, and it makes it look like he is doing his infamous, you know. Let's see if I can get him to pose. And the really cool thing about, you know, Storm Collectables 2 is that you really can do some really cool posing with him. Let's see. I'm trying to mimic the box so I can, and you know, I've done this before with other figures, just, you know, so it just basically goes in the middle like that. I'm sure it goes slower than that. Something like that, you know. Yeah. Anyway, as you can see, let's move this over a little. So, you know, that's basically how it's done. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna be playing with him a little bit, but basically that's how it goes. Let's go and just look at the camera how it looks. See, you know, I mean, it's a cool effect. I mean, you know, it's pretty cool. Like I said, I don't know if I have him all the way down. But the thing is, like I said, like what I really like about Storm Collectables is that you can do a lot of these different poses. Now, I know that there are some, you know, they're saying that the Jada one can move more, meaning it can go more down. So, which, you know, cool, you know. But still, this one is very much a, you know, premium figure, which I'm happy with. I'm in love with it. I think it's cool. I think it's a very cool touch. Of course, it is a shelf hogger because you have to find a spot to put them in there and that. But yeah, you know, it's really cool. I think it's a really neat thing. All right. So let's go ahead and get this guy on my turntable to get my final thoughts on the Storm Collectables Ultra Street Fighter 2, the new Final Challengers Blanka figure. Right, before we go on into the final thoughts, let's go and do some side comparisons between him and some of the other Street Fighter figures that I have from Storm Collectables. So let's go and start off with the tallest one that's so far tall until Mr. T-Hawk gets here, and that is Sagat. He's kind of a little wobbly there. Oh, I love Sagat. He looks so cool. I should have grabbed the white Trunks one also. You know, it's funny because now, like, I really want the player 2s. I'm noticing after some, I don't know if this happened with you guys too, but I've also noticing that some of the paint, there's some paint blobs on here, and I mean, he's just standing, like he's in, you know, he's on display. So I don't know, does this happen in T2? I wonder if I can take that off. But as you can see some of that on there, which is kind of unfortunate. Let's go with another charge attack character, and that is Mr. Guile. And another one that I should have got the second player is the blue version. Now I know Jada has already came out with Guile, and the blue version is the Target Chase. So maybe one day I'll find that one. But yeah, I mean, it still looks really cool. I mean, Blanka is taller than him, which is cool. And that's a good thing, is that they're keeping the same size on the characters. Let's go with another charged character, one of my favorites, Barlog. And, you know, he was definitely contender. Man, he's taller than Blanka. I mean, he's taller than Barlog. Definitely one of the contenders last year of Figure of the Year. So, like I said, looks really cool. I really like this Barlog. He looks super cool. And then let's go with the smaller character, who I still wonder when they're gonna make another version of her, and that's Chung-Li. So she definitely taller than her. All right, let's see. Oh, let's do Mr. Felon, the last character we got in the line. Felon is cool too, but yeah, he's really small compared to him. And Blanka's tall. I didn't realize how tall Blanka was. I really didn't. And then we got one of my favorites, Zangief. So I was watching a video. Supposedly there was a Zangief fake version that was sold for like $30 or something, and this guy got him and reviewed him. I was almost the same height, right? Zangief's a little taller. Interesting. And my last but not least, my favorite character in Street Fighter realm, Mr. E Honda. So this is also the Street Fighter 5 version, so I'm not sure if they're going to release another version of E Honda. Man, they did him dirty in Street Fighter 5, meaning he was like one of the last characters. I was like, I don't know. I mean, these modern games, Street Fighter 5 it's a fun one, but it finally got fun because after a while, it just was horrible. Now Street Fighter 6, still not a huge fan. I don't know, like that whole stupid World Tour thing and unlocking this, unlocking that, it's annoying. But it's coming out for Switch too. Interesting, right? They never say. I mean, that's something really cool. Let me know in the comments if you're gonna get Street Fighter, if you're gonna get the Switch 2 and get Street Fighter 6 on that. All right, so now it's time to go ahead and get this guy on my turntable and my final thoughts on Mr. Blanka. All right, here are my final thoughts on the Ultra Street Fighter 2, the Final Challengers Blanka figure from Storm Collectables. What can I say? This one is one of my favorites. This is definitely top 10 figure of the year. Definitely in there. I mean, I don't know. He might be the top so far. I don't know. I mean, we still got a few contenders coming out this year, but this guy is so freaking cool. I'm loving everything about him. I love the colors. I love the face sculpts. The attention to detail. I mean, look at the claws. I mean, if you can see how, there's that little orange underneath his fingernail thing. And then, of course, that black wash over the green, over the muscles and stuff like that. And there's even like little on the hairs, a little orange or a little yellow. I mean, and the short. I mean, everything's so great on him. You got some back pockets too. Of course, also the face sculpts. I mean, I was kind of trying to figure out which one to put with this one. But I love these face sculpts. I mean, they look so cool. This is hilarious. But yeah, I mean, it's just definitely great. And I know, this figure is not cheap. When I pre-ordered them about a year ago, I believe it was $95, and now they moved up the price to $105. I'm not sure why, but people are like, well, Big Bad Toy Store, are they like some people call them scalpers, but I don't think they are. I just think it's just a company that they got to make money some other way. And, if they're going to charge a little bit more on this one, he's definitely worth it. I'm not complaining. I mean, If I had to pay 105, I would have, but you know. And I know Jada's doing their thing, and nothing on Jada, nothing hate on Jada. I like Jada, of course. I have, you know, I got this guy also. I'm not sure if I'm gonna open him and do a review on him. We'll see, but definitely love Jada, and I know there's a Blanka out there. I think Targets are starting to get him in, and he should be shipping out soon with the other, you know, other retailers. So I'm definitely gonna get him and do, you know, side by side comparison and do my own review on him. But it, you know, it just depends on what you want to do. Like if you want to a premium figure with crazy amounts of articulation, I'm not sure how much it is. I think it's about 30 points of articulation, I think. So much you can do with him, so much different posability. And I know Jada does have some cool posability on his too, so not hating, it just depends. I mean, you're gonna pay $30 for the Jada version or $100 for this one, you know. It just depends on you. But anyway, you know, for me, I think it's worth it. I think it's a great figure. It's lovely, and I totally forgot about the background, that the backdrop that they have in the box. I mean, all of them do come with this, and I completely forget to pull them out and pop them. This one is so cool because, you know, you can see it just gives you that Street Fighter 2 vibe, you know. I know Jada does the same thing, but theirs are smaller because their boxes are smaller. So this is definitely like the ultimate, you know, if you really want to pose your figure and do some great photography of him versus another character, you definitely can. So like I said, you can still get them on Big Bad Toy Store. And also, if you want to do AliExpress, but I think it's more money on AliExpress. I think he was 120 there. So I don't know. It depends on what you want to do. But like I said, he is worth it. He is great. I also want to thank you guys for your support. We're almost there to the threshold of 500. We just need 120 more subscribers. I mean, it's almost there. So thanks for your support. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know any other tips to try to get some more subscribers. I was thinking there's some giveaways, but you know, maybe. Let me know in the comments. Until next time, we'll see you later. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.